story behind Kantala is a shared passion that myself and fellow co-founder Nadishan have for Sri Lanka's traditional crafts. We believed that Sri Lanka's traditional crafts can help to create equitable economic opportunities for Sri Lanka's rural communities. So the journey to start Kantala began back in late 2012 when I was inspired by what I saw when I visited Egypt on a holiday, seeing how the hieroglyphics were used in contemporary products to create economic value. And that inspired me to think of Sri Lankan traditional crafts being applied into contemporary products and creating economic opportunities for our country. So upon my return to Sri Lanka, I visited some of our traditional craft villages and finally came across the village of the Dumbara Hana weavers. And when I saw it, I was really struck by the beauty of the craft, the story behind it, and I really believe that this is a craft that can be converted and used in contemporary products. So I shared this idea with my friend Nadishan, and together in 2013 we officially kicked off Kantala, working with the traditional crafts people of the village of Kalasirigama, which was formerly known as Henavala, where together we worked on weaving the Dumbara Hana mats and then incorporating them into contemporary fashion accessories such as ladies' handbags, wallets, purses and clutches. Obviously there are challenges when you take a traditional craft and when you try to apply it into a contemporary consumer market. And the reality was that these traditional crafts, while having immense potential, were kind of losing their way because they were disconnected from what contemporary consumer preferences were. So this is where at Kantala we decided to connect those missing dots, understand the value of these traditional crafts and also understand what the consumers want in terms of product shapes, functionality, color and just general design. It meant a period of product development, trial and error, working with our traditional craftspeople, bringing together a new supply chain, working with other people in the supply chain to really bring this material from where it was as a traditional indigenous craft and apply it in such a way that it appealed to the contemporary consumer. When we first visited the village of Kalasirigama back in late 2012, and as we started to work with them very closely in 2013, we started to realize the various challenges. One critical challenge was developing and improving the quality. We were always quite conscious that quality is what makes a really good brand, a brand that people love to have. So bringing the quality standards of the hand-woven Hana mats to a level that matched our expectations, matched the consumer's expectations, was the very first challenge that we had to overcome. Some other challenges that we had in our supply chain was bringing together other complementary materials. We were always conscious of being a vegan, sustainable brand, a brand that cares about the people and planet. Finally, it was all about bringing scale. When we joined with the Dumbara Hana weavers, the average age of the artisans was 60 years. So this was pretty much the last generation that was working in the industry. So working together with the communities in the rural areas, we managed to bring in more younger artisans by convincing them that there is a bigger future for this craft, where this craft can go into a global market and be recognized for its real potential. So today we have 23 artisans, of which 15 are women, and the average age has reached 51. So those were some of the challenges we had, and thankfully, so far, we have managed to overcome those. Today, Kantala products are sold online to a global clientele. We have some very faithful, very great customers in the US, in Europe, in Australasia, and we also retail through boutiques in North America, in the UK, and we also sell with other online platforms in the Middle East, Australia and Europe. In Sri Lanka, we sell with the Design Collective at their main store and at their Sustainable Edit store.